Brian Eno changed music by treating sound itself as an instrument. And this album is where it all began. This album sounds like the future crashing into a glam rock dressing room. Here Come the Warm Jets by Brian Eno came out in 1974. And it didn't just introduce Brian Eno as a solo artist. It warned everyone that music was about to get really weird, very smart, and way more interesting. The crazy part is, he didn't even start as a real musician. Before Brian Eno went solo, he was the strange, elegant disruptor in Roxy music. While Brian Ferry looked like a haunted lounge singer, Eno stood off to the side with a big box of knobs, wires, and tape machines. He wasn't trying to shred guitar solos. He was trying to make sound behave badly. And that's important because when he left Roxy Music in 1973, he didn't run towards safe rock and roll. He ran toward noise, texture, accidents, and studio experimentation. Here Come the Warm Jets was his first big statement. He was saying, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to mess with your mind. The title itself feels like a threat and a joke at the same time. Here Come the Warm Jets sounds like something you'd hear right before the world ends in a really stylish way. The album opens with Needles in a Camel's Eye. It's sharp, it's jumpy, it's got a nervous energy. It doesn't ease you into the album. It kind of shoves you forward and says, keep up. Then you get Babies on Fire, which is basically a slow burning, creepy masterpiece. The guitar solo on the track is played by Robert Fripp out of King Crimson. It sounds like a robot trying to have a panic attack. It's not flashy or show-offy. It's beautiful and terrifying at the same time. That was one of Eno's superpowers. He knew exactly who to invite into the chaos. Phil Manzanera from Roxy Music shows up. Andy McKay, too. Even guest players like Fripp appear like ghosts passing through the studio. It wasn't a band, it was a sonic experiment lab. And then there's Third Uncle, which feels like punk before punk was punk. It's fast, twitchy, and weirdly aggressive, but still smart. Johnny Rotten, also known as John Lydon, said that this song was a huge influence on the Sex Pistols. Dead Finks Don't Talk sounds like glam rock falling apart in real time. It's catchy, but it also feels unstable, like the song could just snap in half at any moment. And then you hit tracks like On Some Faraway Beach, which is soft and strange and emotional in a way that sneaks up on you. It's Eno proving that he isn't just a weird noise guy. He can be beautiful too. He just refuses to be boring about it. Here's what makes this album so important. Eno treated the studio like an instrument. Back then, most bands used studios to capture songs. Eno used the studio to create music that couldn't exist anywhere outside of a studio. Tape loops, strange mic placements, layering sounds in ways that felt wrong but worked. This was way before home studios, way before laptops, way before bedroom producers was a job title. And the influence is everywhere. Talking Heads, Devo, whose first album Eno produced, Ultravox, Joy Division, even modern ambient post-punk, and electronic music have fingerprints from this one weird little record. This wasn't a glam rock album. It was a blueprint for what art rock, new wave, and experimental pop would become. But here's the problem. Almost nobody knew what to do with it when it came out. It confused rock fans. It scared record labels. It didn't fit into a nice, neat radio box. People wanted heroes with guitars and huge amps. Eno gave them nerves, tension, and questions instead of answers. Instead of backing off, Eno leaned harder into the weirdness. He realized that accidents were more interesting than perfection. He started using a system called oblique strategies, little prompts that told him to do things like honor thy error as a hidden intention. Basically, if something went wrong, he treated it like a gift instead of a mistake. That idea changed music, not just rock, but electronic, ambient, and experimental music for decades. Mistakes became style. Texture became more important than technique. Feeling became more important than showing off. Here Come the Warm Jets sits right in that moment where rock and roll stopped being just about songs and started being about sound itself. The real turning point is realizing this. Without this album, a huge chunk of the music you listen to probably wouldn't exist. No talking heads as we know them, no ambient Eno, no Ultravox sound reinvention, no post-punk in the same ways. This wasn't just a debut solo album. It was a quiet revolution disguised as a strange glam rock record. Here Come the Warm Jets is messy, smart, nervous, funny, and way ahead of its time. It sounds like the moment rock music realized it didn't have to be safe anymore. Eno didn't just leave Roxy Music. He left the idea that music had to behave. This album didn't shout for attention. It whispered to the future, and the future listened. Plus, Brian Eno really loved cats. And he even advertised cat food for Purina. And any man that loves cats is A-OK with me. Thank you for watching. I'm going to leave some cool links in the description. Hope you'll check those out. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing. It doesn't cost anything and it helps my channel. And I would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.